Graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on, barreled out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
Good evening, everybody. Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. My name is Jason Joseph, and this, of course, is Play-by-Play with JJ. Hit the thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button as well, and make sure that you guys turn on the notification bell icons too, and that way you will know when we do go live. We do Phillies baseball, we do Sixers basketball, and Eagles football, but we also are huge baseball fanatics. So we love covering baseball on this channel. We try to do as many games as we possibly can. We got a Sunday night matchup here between the Texas Rangers and the Detroit Tigers. Really intrigued about this matchup right now. Both of these teams have had mediocre seasons, just to say the least, so far. But, you know, this is the type of game where I expect that it's going to be a low-scoring game, but it's going to be one of those hard-fought battles for sure. If we just take a look at the Texas Rangers and we see how they've been doing over their last couple of games, they did take the first game of this series against the Tigers. Then they ended up losing yesterday, but they have won 2 out of their last 3 games. They weren't playing good baseball before that. They lost 2 of 3 against the Athletics and also did lose 2 of 3 to the New York Yankees as well. But they are looking to get back on track. The Tigers ended up winning 5-1. Dylan Dingler had a 3-run homer in last night's game. Kiter Montero also pitched really well, and he had himself a very good start for the Detroit Tigers. And so we'll see which team is going to be able to bounce on top. The Tigers, on the other hand, they have won also 2 of their last 3 games. They lost their last series against the Atlanta Braves, and they also lost another series to the Cincinnati Reds as well. But their offense has been doing much better as of lately, but they are hoping that they can try to get themselves a W today. Kevin McGonigle, by the way, has reached base safely in 30 of his first 33 games. Really excited to watch him play. He's one of the most intriguing rookies in all of baseball, and when you just see his talent, I mean, there's no denying that he is just so good at the plate, and I'm really looking forward to this game. I really am very, very intrigued about that. Let me know what your final score predictions are down below. I also want to make sure that I tell you guys this too. So we did a 48-hour live stream earlier, during the middle of the week. We did it from Wednesday morning up until Friday morning, and we did it in honor of my brother Mitchell. He passed away from familial dysautonomia back in 2020. And as we approach to get to the 1,000 subscriber marker, I thought it would be a really good idea to honor him. We've raised on YouTube itself over $3,000, and over on the website plus YouTube, it's been over $4,100 so far. So very, very happy and very intrigued about how things have gone there. It's actually really $4,300 that we've raised over on both platforms itself. So that's really awesome. That is what's up. So I want to hear what your final score predictions are for this game. I also want to make sure that I get everything up and running right now. Good. And we'll get the 3D up and running too, so that way you guys can see what is going on. But first, we got to wait a couple of seconds, I guess. All right, so as far as things go for the Texas Rangers, their starting lineup will be this. It'll be Brandon Nimmo batting leadoff, Andrew McCutchen batting second. Third, it's Corey Seager. Fourth is Josh Jung. Then you got Jake Berger playing over at first base. He'll be batting fifth. Batting sixth is Evan Carter. He's playing out in center field. Ezekiel Duran is batting seventh. And then it'll be Smith, who is going to be batting eighth. And Higashioka is batting in the ninth spot. Kyle Higashioka, that is batting in the ninth spot for the Texas Rangers. So once again, it's Nimmo, it's Kutch, it's Seager, Jung, Berger, Carter, Duran, Smith, and also Higashioka. Okay, so we are ready to rock and roll and get underway. There we go. Okay, first pitch will be taken for a called ball. Let's get the 3D up and running right now. There we go. Good stuff. The pitch. That's going to be taken for a called strike. So the guy that's on the mound is Tyler Holton. We'll talk a little bit more about him in just a few moments. But I do want to make sure I say hello to everybody that's here in the chat. We got a very good crowd. Thank you so much, Ryzen Rhino, for the redirect. I really appreciate that, my friend. It's so good to see you on here. Ricky says, hit the like button. Yes, sir. Jesus is King says, he says 11-3 Tigers at home. Let's go. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Holton is on the mound. And the 1-2 delivery, and that is just a bit outside and taken for ball 2. Holton this year so far has a 5.54 earned run average. He also has struck out 9 batters. It's going to be a bullpen game for the Detroit Tigers as the 2-2 is fouled off. Excuse me. Sorry about that. And then it's going to be 7-4 Tigers. Nice. Holton's going to get set over at the letters. And the 2-2 pitch. Ground ball, base hit up the middle. Brandon Nimmo, the former Met, able to lead off the game with a single up the middle. And Andrew McCutchen is going to come back on up to the plate. A little bit more about Holton. Well, last year went 70 games. He had a 6-5 record. And also went 70 2/3 of an inning, struck out 64 batters, and had 17 holds, 65 hits allowed as well, and 32 earned runs. And here's Andrew McCutchen. And McCutchen is going to take the first pitch that he sees outside for a ball. The lineup today for the Detroit Tigers, the defensive lineup, I should say. It's Holton on the bump. Jake Rogers is catching. Here's the 1-0. That misses down for ball 2. At first base, it's Spencer Torkelson. At second base, it'll be Hayu Lee, who's playing over at second base. At third base for the Tigers is Colt Keith. And at shortstop, it'll be Kevin McGonigle. Next pitch, it's now 2 balls, 1 strike. In the outfield from left to right, they got Riley Greene in left. They got in center field Matt Vierling and Wencio Perez in right. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. And that's low for ball 3. Andrew McCutchen, who's in the batter's box, hitting a $195. He's 39 years old now. 3-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Could not catch up to the cutter right there. Kutch has only faced Holton twice. He's 1 for 2 against him. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch, and Kutch slaps it foul towards the left side. Rhino, thank you so much for the redirect. I really appreciate it, my friend. From the bottom of my heart. Folks, if you are new to my channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe as well. Get active in the chat. We are 4 subscribers away from getting to 9,900 subs. 3-2 pitch. And this is popped up over towards the right side. Perez gets under it over towards the line. And he'll make the grab. And there's out number 1. And if you have already subscribed, let me know who you are down below, and I will give you a shout out. Tigers playing at home. Looks like nighttime is ready to set upon them, even though the sunshine is still there. Clouds are coming on in, though. They're dark clouds. The pitch. That'll be taken for a called strike. Corey Seager out of Comerica Park has 5 homers and 13 RBI. He's also batting over 300 in 16 games. 0-1 is the count. The pitch. That's down and away for a ball. So the Rangers and the Tigers are playing each other. Rangers have 1 hit, and that was on a leadoff single by Brandon Nimmo. The 1-1 delivery and a called strike. The sweeper caught the outside edge of the knees for strike 2. We do like an old school radio play-by-play style, but we also love it when you guys get involved in chat as well, if you're, of course, able to do so. 1-2 pitch, here it comes. Swung on and missed, and there is out number 2. The first strikeout, though, from Tyler Holton. And with the breaking ball there, and Seager was like, darn it. And so that is going to do it for Holton. There's going to be a pitching change, and we'll see who comes on in for Detroit. A pitching change in the first inning, and a break involved in the action. Let's go. All right. So if you are new to my channel, let me know who you guys are down below. Once again, my name is Jason Joseph. It's time to give people a shout out. Where do we have people tapping on in from tonight? Where are we tapping on in from? And who are we rooting for as well? I love doing these baseball games because I love the sport. I think it's the best sport. I really do. And I am just very intrigued to learn about how your fandom started, for if you're a Tigers fan or a Rangers fan. Bradley's here. What's up, Bradley? How you doing, my friend? What is up, Haley? What's up, Rhino? Let's go. We're 104 subs away from 10K. That's right. Unbelievable. I'm so proud of this community, man. We got the Bay Area. JJ, thanks so much for doing this game. I got you. No worries. We got Greensboro, North Carolina in the chat. Shout out to Scott. I'm sending you a hug, brother. And a little fist pump as well. Love you, buddy. 3-2 Tigers, says JJ. I like the sound of that. Sounds like a plan. Brendan Hanafy is going to pitch. 2 games, 2 innings, 1 strikeout, and no walks. We got Northwest Philly in the building. What's up, Lou? Lou always comes on here, man. He always shows support. Big shout out to Lou. Big shout out to everybody that's been coming on here just to follow and just to keep up with me. It means the world. Here we go. Jung is up, and the pitch is going to be flying out to right, shifting foul and out of play. Ken, tuning on in from Mississippi. What's going on, Ken? How are you doing, my friend? Good to see you on here. Who you rooting for, Ken? So, by the way, Nimmo singled. Kutch flied out to right. Seager struck out. And Jung is down in the count 0-2. Hanafy's pitch. Line drive, base it out to right center field. It took a very weird bounce. Stopping at second base is Brandon Nimmo. And that's going to put 2 runners on base for the Texas Rangers here in the top of the first inning. Where are my Rangers fans at? Where are my Tigers fans at? This is for the Rangers fans. Charge! And if you just subscribe to my channel, let me know who you are down below. 4 more subs! The pitch, here it comes. There's strike 1 at the knees to Jake Burger. Phillies were just playing the Marlins today. Jake Burger was a Marlin once upon a time. 0-1 pitch to Burger. And this ball is lined foul. That was sent a long ways, though. James Harden's about to choke another Game 7. Oof. The Tigers. We got Tigers fans here. Ken's a Tigers fan. And we got my Philly freaks in the building. I just generally root against Dallas, so why not? 2 outs, top of the first. 2 runners on. Jake Burger up to bat. And the 0-2 delivery way outside for a ball. So Hanafy has only pitched in 2 games this year. His last game that he pitched in was on Friday. He struck out a batter and also allowed 1 hit as well. The 1-2 pitch, foul ball. I'm rooting for Detroit, but I'm okay either way. You rooting for Matt Vierling? Is that what it is? 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch, and that's just fouled out of the glove of Dingler. Would have been really tough for him to hang on to it because that ball was sailing down. Actually got him right in the you-know-whats. Oof. I thought maybe it was fouled out of the glove at first. My mistake. It just hit him right in the nuts. Yeah. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And the inning is over. So the Tigers pitching staff is able to get out of the jam. And we're going to go to the bottom of the first. No score between Detroit and the Rangers. I got the hockey playoffs Game 7 on as well. I know our friend Bolts TV is going crazy that Tampa just tied it. Oh, I'm sure he's going to be on here. I'm sure that he's going to be on here for sure. All right, we're going to go to the bottom of the first. We'll introduce you the starting lineup for the Detroit Tigers. McGonigle is going to lead it off. Then you got Vierling batting second. Batting third is Colt Keith. Batting fourth is Riley Greene. And then you got Spencer Torkelson playing over at first base. He'll be batting fifth. Sixth is Kerry Carpenter. Seventh is Wencio Perez. And then batting eighth and playing over at second base or third base is Heo-Yu Lee. So he will be batting in the 8th spot. And last but not least, batting in the 9th spot is Jake Rogers. And actually, Lee is going to be playing over at second. They have him listed on ESPN over as a third baseman, but he'll be playing over at second base. So it's McGonigle, Vierling, Keith, Greene, Torkelson, Carpenter, Perez, Lee, and Rogers. And that is the starting lineup for the Detroit Tigers. And they will be facing Jack Leiter. Jack this year is a 1-2 record, a 5.17 earned run average, and a 1.47 whip as well. In his last outing that he played, it was against the New York Yankees. He gave up 3 home runs in that game and just did not do well. He really gave up a lot in that 3rd inning, including a homer to Ben Rice and Aaron Judge in the 3rd, and Jazz Chisholm Jr. in the 4th inning. So here is McGonigle batting leadoff, left-handed hitter for the Tigers. And Leiter kicks and fires, and McGonigle is going to pop this one up over towards the third base side. And Jung is there, and he'll make the catch. And there is out number 1. Leiter pitching in his 7th start. Looking to try to go 2-2. 33 strikeouts in 31 innings. And 12 walks allowed as well. Vierling at the plate. Stares at strike 1. That pitch is at 96 miles per hour. Sixers versus Pistons Eastern Conference Finals. That'd be really cool. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. And so the count is now 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 1st. The 0-2. Outside for a ball. One ball, 2 strikes to Matt Vierling. And here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And Vierling is down on strikes. Leiter gets a strikeout. There we go. Two up, 2 down. Vegas has Detroit favored to win this game at -133. And Texas is the underdog at +102. The pitch is in there for a strike to Colt Keith. No balls, 1 strike. And the 0-1 pitch is low for a ball. I always liked Vierling. I always liked him too. Always. I always liked Ranger. 1-1 pitch. Foul ball. There was something that popped up on my timeline today, but I didn't really get to fully see it on X. But did Ranger get hurt? Like, what ended up happening? Something happened to Ranger, but I don't know if he got injured or if he's going to be out for some time, or what happened. 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called right at the knees on the outside edge. And the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Tigers. And we're going to go to the 2nd inning. No score between the Rangers and Detroit. They just said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, counting too many men on the ice in Tampa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's so funny. There's a song like that in Philly about the 76ers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6ers. 10, 9, 8, 76ers. I'm sorry. That is the best Philadelphia anthem song. I mean, Fly Eagles Fly. I don't even consider that to be a song. That's like, it's like a chant, the way that I look at it. But here come the Sixers. is just a great song. Why'd Holton leave the game so early? Well, Holton is a bullpen pitcher. So he was only going to pitch one inning today anyways. So he didn't even last an inning. AJ Hinch wanted them to just face 3 batters. And then said after Corey Seager, you're done. So we'll see how long Hannafy pitches. But I don't think it's going to be that long either. Yeah, Fly Eagles Fly is a cheer. It's not a full song like Here Come the Six. Right, exactly. Oh, a hammy issue. Oof. That's what happened. That's too bad. Hopefully he's okay. My guy, good to see you on here. That's so funny. I was just thinking about that. It's funny, you were typing it and you were thinking we were thinking the same thing. We were thinking the same thing, and then I was like, oh shoot. She probably has to type it again. Top of the second. The pitch is in there for a strike. Sorry about that. I just saw the message. 0-1 pitch. That's to Evan Carter. And it's in there for a strike. Sometimes I feel for you guys, man, because when I'm in your shoes in other people's chats, sometimes it can be, like I might say something to them and they might just say it like without looking. So like I know what that's like. J40, motivation. What's going on? Motivational motion, my guy. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2, foul ball. Life, how you doing, my friend? It's a cool name. I like how you spelled that. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Evan Carter is in the batter's box. And here's the 1-2. And that's outside for ball 2. We got Chicago, Indiana. We in the house. I was going to do shout-outs in the next inning. But shout-out to Chicago/Indiana. I see you. The 2-2 pitch. And that's outside for ball 3. Hannafy gets set above the belt this time, and the 3-2 pitch is grounded over towards the right side. The second baseman picks it up, throws it over to first, and there is out number 1. This is the only baseball game that's on right now. It's the Sunday night game. They're playing this over on Peacock because there's a Game 7 of NBA basketball. It's great. It's absolutely awesome. I love doing these other games. I have so much fun. I can have more personal conversations with people, too. It's just a beautiful thing. The ball is 1 strike. And the 0-1. That's down for a ball. Ezekiel Duran is up to bat. Remember, he got traded over to the Rangers in the Joey Gallo deal years ago. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. I think the Rangers won that trade. Who's dinging in this game, JJ? 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the 1-2 pitch. And there's a grounder hit over to shortstop. And the throw over to first is in time. Well, I was going to laugh because I was like, part of me in the back of my mind is, what if Ezekiel Duran is going to go yard right now? That would have been crazy. But I guess not that time. Don't take my word for it. But in my opinion, with who's going to go off in this game. I'm going to say that Torkelson gets a homer. And I'll probably go, if I were to go with one for Texas today, I would go Corey Seager. But don't take my word for it. 1 ball, no strikes, and here's the 1-0 pitch. This is going to be flying out over towards shallow left center. And on the run to make the grab for out number 3 is going to be the left fielder Duran. And so, the left fielder for Detroit, and that is Riley Greene. Okay, so we're going to go to the bottom of the second. I need to take a very quick step off. Don't go anywhere. I will be right back in just a few moments. There we go. Living with the name Leaf for 63 years has had his issues with pronunciations. Please let me know how to pronounce it, because I do care. I care about my viewers, and I care about getting to know everybody. So if I said it incorrectly, I do apologize. I thought I mentioned that before. We are 1 subscriber away from 9,900. I didn't hear if you answered why Holton left. Yes, so Holton left because it's a bullpen game. Holton's not a starter. So he was just in there to face 3 batters in the first inning, and that was it. So the Tigers are treating this like it's a bullpen game because they don't have a 5th starter. The ball is 1 strike. This is Riley Greene. And Greene swings and misses at the second pitch. That was at 98 miles per hour from Jack Leiter. We got to 9,900 subscribers. Thank you so much. We are less than 100 away from 10,000. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. God, I love this community. The ball is 2 strikes in the 0-2 pitch, and that's a foul ball. We finally did it. We got over the hump, man. Unbelievable. Whoever just subscribed to the channel during this stream, please comment who you are down below. 0-2 pitch, and that is outside for a ball. No problem, Scott. I got you, man. Bunch of love. 1-2 pitch, and that is a foul ball over towards the left side. Less than 100 to go. Holy smokes. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Leiter decided to climb the ladder, and he got his 3rd strikeout that way. That's unbelievable. Finally got it. I can't believe I'm so happy. One out, bottom of the second. And here's Torque. And Torque looks at the called strike at 98 miles per hour. Well, I sent you some love. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Also, let me know. I want to make sure if I pronounce your name correctly. Is it Leaf or is it? Yeah. How do you pronounce it? No balls, 2 strikes to Spencer Torkelson. And the 0-2. And that's a pie for a ball. Thank you so much, guys. Huge shout out to you guys. Ezekiel, thank you so much for the sub. The 1-2 to Torkelson. Swing and a miss. Leiter's fastball is a heater. That thing was on fire. You ever see it when you play MLB The Show? Sometimes you have the ball on fire. Maybe I'm just making that up. But it's literally a heat ball. 2 outs, bottom of the second. And the first pitch to Kerry Carpenter is at 98 at the knees for strike 1. Kerry's OPS is at 783. He has driven in 17 runs. And he has hit 6 long balls as well. And the 0-1 is a changeup, and he fouls it off of his front foot. The count is 0-2. Who do you got for the win, JJ? My final score predictions, I'm going to go 4-3 Tigers. And I'm going to say that the Tigers, of course, get the win. I'm laughing at myself. 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. Got him looking. Jack Leiter just threw a wicked curveball at the knees, and he just struck out the side. And we are going to go to the 3rd inning. He got Greene to strike out on the fastball. He got Torkelson to strike out on the fastball. And he got Carpenter the strikeout looking on a curveball at the knees for out number 3. And we are going to go to the 3rd inning. All right, here we go. It's time to give people shout-outs. Where are you tuning on in from today? Where are we tapping on in from, chat? Let me know down below. Where are we tapping on in from, chat? Made an MLB game like NBA Jam and NFL Blitz. I remember it in the arcade as a kid. I forget what it was called, but it was fun. That's cool. That's so cool. Northwest Philly in the house. We got upstate New York. Ezekiel from upstate New York. Let's go. Dad's from upstate New York. Grew up in Goshen. Right outside of Goshen. Hello from Illinois. Want to say hello to the girls here. What's up, Jeff? How you doing, man? What's going on? We got Kansas in the building. Jesus is king from Kansas. Jack Rabbit Holler, walking my dog, says Uncommon Truthsman. Good to see you on here. What's going on, my friend? We got Greensboro, North Carolina. Scott, always a pleasure to see you. Absolutely. Yes, sir. So good to see everybody in the chat. We got an awesome community on here. Again, like I mentioned before, I don't just cover the Phillies for baseball. I also love to cover other baseball games as well. I'm a huge baseball fan. Baseball is my #1 favorite sport. The pitch is in there. Actually, is it? Wasn't that in there? It looks like it was called a strike. Yeah. Top of the third. Hannafy is still pitching. And the next pitch is flied out over towards straightaway center. And on the run to make the grab is Veerling as he comes running on in to make the catch for out number 1 in the third. And it looks like we're going to have another pitch and change. A.J. Hinch is going to make a move. Just glad I was able to see the Tigers win a World Series back in 1984. My guy, I don't think you still heard me. I don't think you heard me. I want to make sure I answer it correctly. How do you say your name? Is it Leaf? How do you say it? What's the pronunciation of your name? Thank you so much, my friend. Ken says you're not tripping. I remember the fireballs on baseball video games when you throw a nice pitch. Yeah, exactly. Brandon's here. What's up, Brandon? How you doing? Greensboro, the home of the nature boy, Ric Flair. That's true. I thought you were going to say the home of the Swarm because the Greensboro Swarm played there. But no, that is true. That is true. Yes, sir. You saw the Tigers win the World Series, though, in '84. That's really cool. So, for my new people that are here, whether you're rooting for the Rangers or for the Tigers, what got you into it? When did you get the bug? How did you get the bug? I'd like to know more about that. Detroit's going to win, says Chris. What's up, Chris? How you doing? Brandon says we beat Boston. Yeah. Chris tuning on in from Florida. Shout out to Chris. What's going on, my guy? I always like to tell people when I tell my story about how the bug got me. 8-year-old kid, actually less than 8 years old, was in the bedroom, the same one that I'm in right now, and was hunting for the channel Nickelodeon, channel 33. And then I accidentally missed the channel and I went up one. And the Phillies game was on. And it was channel 34. And I've been bitten by the bug ever since. 1 out and the pitch is in there for a strike. The eyes were mesmerized by the TV. There was a guy who was up to bat. His name was Ryan Howard. He hit a home run. And I'm like, who is this guy? What is this sport? The pitch is going to be taken for a ball. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Herder is out there on the bump. And Nimmo is in the box. Herder already the 3rd pitcher used by the Tigers, Brant Herder. 1-1 pitch. And that is a foul ball over towards the left side. And it goes out of play. Jason, time to come down to dinner. 1 second, Mom. Come down 3 minutes later. Dad has the game on the TV, too. He's ready to walk on into the kitchen. And we see the same guy hit a home run. And I'm like, who really is this guy? And it was Ryan Howard, and he won the MVP that year. The pitch taken for a called strike 3 over at the upper tier of the zone. It's like Leif. Wait, how do you say it? It's like Leif with a straight A. Leif? Did I say it correctly? Leif? 1 ball, no strikes. And here's the 1-0, swing and a miss. Did I say it right? Why did they change pitchers? This is a bullpen game. There's no starting pitcher that the Tigers have. 1 ball and 2 strikes. with 2 outs in the 3rd inning. And the next pitch is outside and high for ball 2. What's up, Chico? I remember an old Comcast when Nickelodeon was 33. It was when I was a kid too, JJ. That's right. Next pitch on the way, and this is going to be popped up over towards Lee's way. And he gets under it, waits for it, and makes the grab. And we're going to go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. So there's no score between the Tigers and the Rangers. So the Tigers have a bullpen game today. Casey Mize and Justin Verlander are on the injured list. Also, Will Vest is hurt for them, so that's why they're forced to go to a bullpen game because of that. So they're missing 2 of their starters in their starting rotation. They still got Tarek Skubal, still got Framber Valdez, and Jack Flaherty. That's such a cool story that your dad was watching. My dad was never into sports, and I always wanted him to be. He just never wanted to watch with me. You know, man, I've shared some really cool moments with my dad, and I am forever grateful for those. And even with my mom, too, and of course with my brother. But my dad and I got to go to some World Series games. I was such a lucky kid. I was so lucky that I got to be able to go see the Phillies in the playoffs in 2008 and 2009. And I think we also went to one playoff game in 07 too, actually. Yeah, we did. We did see Matt Holliday and the Colorado Rockies. That was cool. But I wasn't like, you know, I was like a fan. Like I was a casual diehard fan. Like I never like focused as much like on the negatives. Like I never was as analytical as I am right now, if that makes any sort of sense. Like I accepted the losses even though they made me sad. Does that make sense, guys? The pitch. That's on the outside edge for a strike. That's to Wencio Perez. Perez with a 543 OPS. Leiter gets set, kicks, fires, and the 0-1 is grounded over towards the right side. Second baseman has it, throws it over to first, and that's in time. I love watching sports with my mom. I love watching sports with my dad. I paid $4.99 for some flowers. It was meant for your station. Thank you very, very much. Let me make sure that I keep this open. The ball is one strike. And the 0-1. Check swing, did he go? He did. Oh, was that you? That was the anonymous with the 5? Thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate that. One ball, 2 strikes. We're in the bottom of the 3rd. There's 1 out. Lee is up to bat, facing Jack Leiter. And here's the 1-2 delivery, foul ball. We got 76 people watching. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. We got 31 likes, 76 people watching. The 1-2 delivery outside and away for ball 2. Sports brings people together. Sports has the power to stop wars. It has in history. 2-2 pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. And there is the 6th strikeout for Jack Leiter. This guy is looking like he's Nolan Ryan out there, really. Like he is just untouchable in this game. 17 fastballs, 6 sliders, 4 changeups, and 3 curveballs for Jack Leiter tonight. 2 outs, and here's the pitch. Another swing and a miss. That slider was on point too. And this is Jake Rogers making his first at-bat of the night. Rogers does not have a homer this season. The pitch is taken up high for a ball. Rogers does, though, have 6 RBI. The 1-1 pitch. This will be skied out over towards right center field. Kutch gets under it, makes the grab, and the inning is over. And we're going to go to the top of the 4th inning with still no score. I feel you, JJ. I've been a casual until last season, pretty much, but now I care about every game. Well, no, what I'm saying is that, I loved the Phillies, and I would watch every game. And I was a diehard Phillies fan. But I was never, that analytical or, critiquing, the manager about, the moves or just about, certain things about certain strikeouts or why did he strike out there? How come he chased after the change up or whatever? Why not put this guy in? I wasn't like that, even though I loved watching every game, when they would win or when they would lose. I guess because when you're a kid, you don't have as much understanding of those things. I don't know. I'm sharing it with my nieces and my nephew now, though. My cousins and uncle are huge sports fans. JJ, so what happened to the Ferry game today? The Ferry game? What's the Ferry game? I don't know what the Ferry game is. That's so special, JJ. I'm glad that you got to share that with your dad. My mom did get into basketball, and I got to share the 0-1 Sixers with her, so that was awesome. That's cool. That's so cool. Six strikeouts already, man. Jeff says, I've always enjoyed sports with my dad, and we enjoyed baseball, football, and wrestling together, and one hockey game, but I've missed him a lot. And that's exactly why I'm doing this fundraiser for Mitchell, man. That's exactly why I did the 48 hours that I did from Wednesday morning until Friday. Because I miss him. And I'm not getting to 10,000 subscribers if it weren't for him. And Mitchell loved baseball. Mitchell loved baseball, and he loved football as well. It does bring families closer together. It does. I do believe in that. The 0-1 pitch, and that's in there for strike 2. I can't wait till softball starts because I want to do some of those games too. I do. Next pitch, here it comes. Swing and a miss. And Corey Seager for the Second time today is down on strikes. And he strikes out here in the fourth. It's been a good pitching matchup so far. Josh Jung is up to bat. He's 1 for 1 with a single back in the first. 1-0. This one is skied over towards the right side. And there's the catch made. That was not an easy play at all. Spencer Torkelson went out over towards the shallow right field line. You didn't know because the wind was just carrying it back and forth. He went into foul ground. Then he backed up into fair territory and then caught it and lost his footing and was able to catch it and hang on. That was an awesome play. Leiter's on point. He is. Taco Tom is here. What's up, Taco Tom? Let's go. Good to see you. Thanks, Jeff. But I know what you know, like the grieving process is a lot. We talk about it. We've been talking about it during this whole entire weekend. We really have. But 1, swing and a miss. We're in the top of the fourth, by the way. Rangers and Tigers are scoreless. It's no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 is fouled away. By the way, the other thing I wanted to mention, too, we talk about the Tigers and the injury bug that they have been dealing with, especially when it comes to their starting pitching without Casey Mize and without Justin Verlander. We also said that they're missing their closer, Will Vest. But they're also missing Kenley Jansen, as he's listed as day-to-day. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the 1-2 delivery. It's just a bit outside for ball 2. 2-2 is the count. The pitch to Berger, and that ball is lined sharply but over to third on a bounce. And the toss over to first will get the third and final out of the inning. We're going to go to the bottom of the fourth. No score out in Detroit. Okay. Today is May 3rd. One more week, then it's Mother's Day. Do you guys have any plans for Mother's Day? Any plans? I can't say mine because my mom is probably tuning on in. Actually, well, wait. My dad said that we're gonna go out to dinner, so he did say that in front of, or sorry, we're gonna go out for a meal. He said. I forget. I think he said maybe. I forget, but we're getting a meal. I know that. Letting my girl and her mom go to Vegas while I chill with the baby at home. Really? Wow. How long are they going to be in Vegas? Still riding high off that Phillies win. Decided to join you again. Well, it's always here. It's whenever we're on. We're on. I am happy that we get the afternoon off tomorrow. As much as I love streaming, I think we definitely deserve an afternoon off. So, That'll be cool. The whole weekend they're in Vegas. Wow, nice. The pitch, and that's up high for a ball. If I do go to Vegas, I really want to make sure that I go to the Sphere because there's some awesome shows over there. They're just so expensive. But I would love to go to the Sphere. The pitch is in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2. That's so awesome. Just going to spend time with my sister and brother-in-law and the little ones at their house. Dude, that's awesome. Like, that is really nice. Good. Good. What's up, Loff? The 1-2 pitch. That misses outside and high for ball 2. I will for sure let them know. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the next pitch is going to be skied out over towards medium depth left field. The catch is made, and the first out is recorded. You know, you learn something new every single day. You do. Whether it's about yourself, whether it's about other people, or if it's about baseball. You just do. 1 out, bottom of the 4th. And the pitch is going to be taken a little bit outside for a ball. But I actually didn't know. I didn't know that Comerica Park's been around since 2000. I thought it was around a little bit. I thought that it was around like in the 90s. But Tiger Stadium was around from 1912 until 1999. I didn't know that. Two balls, 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch. And this is grounded over towards second. The throw over to first is in time. And there's out number 2. But I also didn't realize this. I didn't realize that they actually have over a 500 overall franchise winning record. They've won 9,763 games, and they've lost 9,642 coming on into the season. The pitch, that's going to be taken for a ball. Colt Keith is up. He's over 1. He struck out in the first. 1-0 pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Now, they did use an ABS challenge. So the Tigers have 1 left, and the Rangers have 2. Loff says, I'm fully tatted and sleeved with all my Michigan teams mixed into the rest. Wow. A big T on my chest. Wolverine's tat on my shoulder. A Lion's tat on the forearm. And a Wings tat under the Army Air Assault badge. Wow. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch And that is going to be lined out over to center. That's going to be caught. And we are going to go to the 5th inning. Oh my gosh. Who's the guy? Chat, help me out. Who's the guy in the chat? Who's the guy in Philly that has all the Philadelphia tattoos and has a Philly fanatic on his belly button? He came and he went to and he came on into NFL Films. What was it? I want to say Fran Dunphy, but no, it's not Fran Dunphy. Oh my gosh. It's gonna bug me. Rob Dunphy. I keep thinking of Fran Dunphy. Rob Dunphy. That's correct. Okay, I figured it out. Rob Dunphy. Rob has like all these Philly tattoos on his chest, on his stomach, as a sleeve. It's like unbelievable. And he has he has 95, and the way that it's designed, it's like so awesome. How they all designed it. But that's really cool though, my friend. Oh man. You guys know who I'm talking about? Rob Dunphy, my Philly freaks. Top of the 5th, no score between the Texas Rangers and the Detroit Tigers. Keep it clean in the chat, Luff. I need you to keep it clean, my friend. I try to keep this PG. So, I just want to make sure I told you. The ball is 1 strike to Evan Carter. Just keep it clean and have fun. 0-1 pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Yeah. You know who I'm talking about. Yeah. When they filmed First Take in Philly at the old Chickies and Pete's, he was there. He was with Stephen A. Smith, Max Kellerman, and Molly. I went to go to that. That was really cool. Pitch is grounded over towards short. The throw over to first is in plenty of time. And there's out number 1. So 1 away, top of the 5th. No score. Ezekiel Duran is in the box. And the pitch will be in there for a called strike. Nothing in 1. Duran grounded out in the 2nd. The 0-1 pitch. Bouncing ball hit over towards short. Picked up by McGonigle. And the throw to first. That's in time. What a play by McGonigle over at shortstop. Came charging over towards that baseball. Got the glove down as he sprinted on in. And made an excellent play there. Got it right on into the bare hand as well. And fired a strike over to first. So makes him a very good defensive shortstop when he's making plays like that. The pitch, line drive right through the 4-3 hole out to right field for a base hit. And a 2-out single provided in this top of the 5th inning. I've been able to enjoy Wolverines championships in football and now basketball with my son Cruz, 23 years old now. Great times. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. There's nothing like winning a chip and being able to just hug people. And, you know, it's just nice to be able to bring people together. When the Eagles won the Super Bowl, I was out pretty much all night. It was so cool. I was streaming on here, and I said, I have to go out. I said, I have got to go out. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 pitch, and that's up high for ball 2. For some reason, I also remember that the Sixers played earlier that day, and they played against the Bucks. I don't remember if they won or not, but that was really interesting. 2 balls, no strikes. The 2-0 pitch, and that was down for ball 3. I don't know what I was more nervous for. Phillies Dodgers game 4 or Eagles Chiefs Super Bowl. It was pretty close. We're near the 3 weeks before Memorial Day. Can't wait for summer to start. Yeah. I'm ready for this weather to change. I'm tired of having some nights where it's just winter vibes when it's like 35 degrees outside. 2 runners on, 2 outs, top of the 5th. Herder is still pitching. One ball, no strikes. I remember you streaming the Eagles Super Bowl. I was at the Eagles Super Bowl in 17. Nothing will ever top that, says Morty. What a time. I was afraid to celebrate the entire game because I thought the Chiefs would come back, says Lou. Yeah. I was too. I think I was more nervous for Phillies Dodgers, but it was close. 1 ball, no strikes. And the 1-0 pitch, foul ball. Winner just does not want to go. Just does not want to go away. Nope. I'm ready for summer, says Lou. I need to see at least one parade down Broad Street before. Actually, wait, that would be during the summer. Yeah. The 1-1, it's down for ball 2. So it's 2 balls, 1 strike. How did we get here? Well, there's no score so far. Both teams pitching-wise have been pitching very, very well. 2-1 delivery. Bouncing ball hit over towards Herder, and the throw over to first is in plenty of time. And there's out number 3. We're going to go to the bottom of the 5th. All right. So the Tigers are going to come back on up to the plate. No score between Detroit and Texas. JJ, I thought that Vierling would be better. What about you? I thought that when the Phillies traded Gregory Soto for Matt Vierling and also Nick Maton, I thought that was a good trade for the Phillies. But I also thought that Matt Vierling, I didn't think that he was going to be like a star player, but I thought that he was a nice piece. And I would honestly take him back. I know that the Tigers are not willing to give him up, but I would take Vierling back. I would. But he hasn't panned out. I mean, the best way that I can put it is I never expected him to be a star level type of a player, but he was one of those like low risk, high reward guys. And I think that he is who he is. You know, he's a utility player that can play out in center field, make some nice impactful plays, but he's not like a star level type of a player. JJ, I was ticked off at the refs at the Super Bowl in 2023. Were you? When you say that you thought that he would be better, did you mean like a 300 hitter? Do you mean like a 30 homer type of a hitter? Like what do you mean by better? I guess we can start there. We'll start there. What's up, Chua? Good to see you, Chua. Jay, what's up, Jay? Good to see you. Y'all think Greene is hitting 5 FS? Greene. Riley Greene. The pitch is taken for a ball. FS. Why am I blanking out on what that is? I'm trying to figure out what it is. 1-0 pitch, and that's taken outside for ball 2. Still learning about the terminology. 2-0 pitch. It's inside for ball 3. Yeah, just a solid 265 hitter. Bigger guy with speed. You see Marsh getting better. Would have thought similar for Vierling. 3-0 pitch, and that's outside for ball 4. And so there's a leadoff walk here in the bottom of the 5th. Leiter gives up his first walk of the game. And so the perfect game is done. And Spencer Torkelson is going to come on up right now. Folks, if you have not hit the thumbs up button just yet, please make sure that you guys do that. I didn't think that Vierling was going to be a 265 hitter. I thought that he was going to be a nice defensive guy who, like, when he gets on base, he can make an impact and he can run. That's what I thought. I never thought that he was going to be, like, a pure contact hitter. Like an everyday player. 0-1. Foul ball. Excuse me. No balls, 2 strikes. As we're in the bottom of the 5th. Next Sunday, it's Tigers Royals. They're doing a lot of like the AL Central games as the Sunday night games. I mean, they did have Phillies and Braves not too long ago, but it's interesting. I don't know. Have the Dodgers have the Dodgers had one Sunday night game? 0-2 on the way. High fly ball hit out to left field. Torkelson goes yard. 2-0 Detroit. I called it. Tough time dealing from the stretch right there and missed a pitch very badly. Here comes Kerry Carpenter, and Carpenter takes a slider on the outside edge for a called strike. That was down the hatch, and Torkelson ripped it out over to left. Crazy. Got him from the stretch. I was just thinking that. Happens all the time. Slight pressure with a runner on. Absolutely. It's a mental game. It's about getting on the same page. No balls and 2 strikes. Who expected Marsh to all of a sudden get it? I didn't expect it. I said today that I'm a Brandon Marsh apologist. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Jack Leiter gets his 7th strikeout of the game. One out in the bottom of the 5th. They're playing Wencio Perez to pull towards the right side. And the first pitch is a curveball that's down low and away for a ball. Two nothing Tigers. The pitch from Leiter, foul ball. Time is at 8:36. Oof. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 delivery, and there's another fly ball hit out over to right field, and a diving catch made by Andrew McCutchen. A sinking line drive hit over towards his left side, and McCutchen can still play. He still has it. Man, I was worried when we traded O'Hoppe for Marsh, but it seems like we made it. We made out in that trade, says Haley. Yep. And you've been a big fan of Marsh, and you've been telling me, he's been having a really good year, and I was not giving him the credit that he deserved. So I had to make sure I did that, especially today. Because I like to admit when I'm wrong. I do. I'm always open for that. I'm not like one of those people that's like, I'm always right. No, I'm wrong. I was wrong about the Sixers. I mean, that's a great example. A lot of people were wrong about the Sixers, but I was one of them. Am I in enemy territory, or are you guys Rangers fans? Nope. No balls, 2 strikes, and the 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and we're going to go to the 6th inning. Nope, well, first of all, I'm a Philadelphia fan, but I welcome in any baseball fan. I welcome in any sports fan, as long as you keep it clean in the chat, as long as you're just a nice human being. That's it. Those are my only 2 rules, and don't spoil the game. That's 3. What's going on? How you doing, my guy? Am I in enemy territory? Nope. Oh, wait, I mentioned that. Common Sense. Love that name. What's going on, Common Sense? I love Kutch. I wish he had a longer career in Philly. We were just talking about that like 3 weeks ago. Yeah. He's just one of those guys that you just have to love and respect. He just another one of those guys that just plays the game the right way. So what does don't spoil the game mean? Basically, if you see something that happens before I call it, so like if you see a home run that's hit before I even announce it, that's called spoiling the game. It's like when you spoil a movie for somebody. Somebody will say, did you see this movie? Like, did you go see the new Avatar? Yes, please don't spoil it for me because I want to go see it. That's what spoiling means. Don't ruin it for me. Common Sense says, aren't we watching it live? Yeah, but there's some people that watch it on their TV but are also on here too, and they see the game before I do. So some people announce that. So that's why I always have to say, and other content creators that are on here have to say no spoilers, because there are people that either A, are at the game, or B, they have faster cable or a faster intercom, and they're able to watch it in real time or close to real time. Yeah. Right. Exactly. Common Sense. Is that Lee's family in attendance? That's so cool. Andrew McCutcheon, who made a ridiculous diving catch in the bottom of the fifth, is up to bat, and he's going to hit a rocket out over to center field, and that'll get down for a base hit. That thing was just scorched right past the shortstop's glove. And so there's a leadoff single in the top of the sixth inning by Andrew McCutcheon. He's over at first base. Why is Ryan Hensley not healthy for the Orioles at all? Why isn't Felix Bautista healthy? Charge! The ball is one strike. I have no clue. Oh wait, are you genuinely asking me what's wrong with Ryan Helsley? I actually don't know. 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Pitch on the way, ground ball hit over to shortstop. Here's the throw over to second. There's one. The throw over to first. There's two. And that is a double play. It was actually grounded over to first, and the throw over the second was in time, and then the throw back on over to first was in time as well. That is a 3-6-3 double play. You don't usually see that. That's pretty awesome. And we got ourselves a pitch and change here in the top of the sixth inning, and the Tigers are going to make themselves another move. Ryan Helsley, injury. He's on the IL. He has elbow inflammation. That's what they're calling it. Less than 100 away from 10K is wild. It's crazy. It's awesome. I'm going to make sure that I post the schedule later tonight / early tomorrow. But tomorrow, there is no Phillies. We got Sixers at 8 o'clock. Sixers play the Knicks in round 2 of the NBA playoffs. Tuesday, we got the Phillies. Wednesday, we got the Sixers again. We'll probably do a baseball game in the afternoon, and then we'll do the Sixers game at night. And Thursday, it's the Phillies. Friday, it's the Sixers. Saturday is the Phillies plus a night game. And then Sunday is going to be the Sixers again. And the Phillies in the afternoon. It's that time of the year. We didn't have to do that last year because there was no Sixers playoffs. Top of the 6-2 away. And the pitch. That's inside for a ball to Ricky Vanasco. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. 1-0 pitch, and that's in there for a strike. Spencer Torkelson hit a 2-run homer off of Jack Leiter, who was in cruise control, and he looked so good. And then just had a tough time delivering from the stretch, and then gave up a 2-run home run to Torkelson on a fastball down the middle. The pitch to Jung, ground ball hit over towards the shortstop, and here's the throw over to first. That is going to be not in time. McGonigle had to go on over towards the hole, and then he just threw it way over towards the right side. I think that the runner would have been safe, though, so I assume, nope, he would have been out. So that is an E6. An error on McGonigle. The pitch. That'll be taken for a called strike right down the middle. 0-1 is the count. Vanasco, who's on the hill, kicks, fires, and the pitch is bounced foul towards the left side. Well, I want to see how this Game 7 is going. Raptors are up by 6. Wow. They called it a hit? I don't know about that. The 0-2, swing and a miss. Berger is down on strikes. Could not catch up to the heater. It was inside. We're going to go to the bottom of the 6th inning. 2-0 Detroit. They only have 1 hit, and it was on a 2-run blast by Spencer Torkelson. Dude, that arena is packed in Cleveland. There's like not one empty seat in that house. Wow. They are packed. I don't think I've seen that arena sell out since like 2018. That's crazy. (49-46). Raptors lead it by 3 in that basketball game with 43 seconds to go. In other sports, in the National Hockey League, the Canadiens are up 2-1, and they are 5 seconds away from moving on to face. Who would they face? They would face Buffalo on Wednesday. Wow. That's crazy. And then you got the Minnesota Wild playing the Avalanche tonight at 9 o'clock. And then the NBA, their playoffs, you got the Pistons winning, or the Pistons won 116-94 against the Magic. Cavs and Raptors are tied at 49. The pitch. It's now no balls and 1 strike. In the WNBA, the Liberty won 79-67. The Mystics won 83-72 against the Atlanta Dream. And the Sparks are up 70-54 going on into the 4th quarter against the Fire. And the Aces, they're down by 15 against the Wings. Asia Wilson has 18 points. Paige Beckers has 11 points and 9 assists. 0-2 is the count and the pitch. And that's a foul ball. The A's are 1.5 games above the Rangers, 2.5 above the Mariners, 4.5 above the Astros. And here's the 0-2 pitch. Line drive, and there's a base hit out over to center field. That's going to get by the center fielder, go all the way towards the wall. Rogers is going to head on over to third base, and he gets on with a stand-up triple, and he is now 90 feet away from scoring. The reason why he's over at third is because, yes, the ball was hit sharply out to center, but the center fielder took a dive for it. It got by him, and it just went all the way towards the wall. And Rogers got himself a triple, and he's now over at third base for Detroit. We've seen that happen plenty of times this year. Leiter with the pitch, in there for strike one. Charge! That was Evan Carter out in center field, who tried to take a full gamble, and it definitely did not work out. Came running on in to make the diving catch, and then it just went on by him. 0-1 pitch. There's a fly ball hit out over towards the left side, and that will be a foul ball towards the left side. Montreal beat Tampa and only had 9 shots. Isn't that crazy? 9 shots on goal. I saw that stat too. The ball's 2 strikes. McGonigle in the box. Leiter gets it and delivers. Line drive, base hit out to right field. Rogers will jog on home. It's a 3-0 ball game out in Detroit. That's the fewest shots on goal in postseason history in a win. That's unbelievable. In Detroit in the bottom of the 6th. And here comes Matt Vierling. Pitch number 1, swing and a miss. No balls, 1 strike. Vierling in the batter's box. The 0-1, it's high for a ball. Kevin McGonigle, second in rookies in batting average. He's had himself quite a season. He also has 14 RBI and 2 homers coming on into this game, but now he has 15 RBI. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss on a fastball at 97 miles per hour. You know, if we ever talk about Matt Vierling, we have to talk about the car insurance commercials that he was in. Because those were really cool. One ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. Vierling goes down looking, and Leiter gets his 9th strikeout of the ball game. The Car Shield commercials. That's what they were. There was a Reddit post in Phillies Reddit 3 years ago, and it said, "R.I.P. to the greatest commercial in Philadelphia history." They know exactly what I'm talking about. This is Colt Keith, who's up to bat. So McGonigle, who was over at first base, got on with an RBI single. 0-1 pitch. This is grounded over towards the left side of the mound. And here's the throw on over to first by the pitcher. That's in plenty of time. Leiter made the throw, and it was like a sacrifice bunt, if you will. McGonigle was not the first pick. He was a 37th overall pick in the 2023 MLB draft. He's only 21 years old. He's from Alden, Pennsylvania. Alden, Pennsylvania. Why did I say Alden? That's odd. Alden. The ball is 1 strike. This is Riley Greene up to bat. Common sense says Texas is cooked. And this Tigers bullpen, because of Jansen not being there and no Will Vest, I still don't think that it's over. I don't. 2 outs Bottom of the 6th. No balls, 2 strikes. And here's the pitch on the way. Foul ball. After this inning, I'm going to take a very, very quick step off. The ball's 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch, here it comes. Grounded over towards second. And the throw to first is in plenty of time. And the inning is over. We're going to go to the 7th inning. 3-0 Detroit. On the RBI single by Kevin McGonigle. They also had a 2-run home run as well. Hit by Spencer Torkelson in the inning before. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. See you soon. Got it. Okay. They just cut back to a break very, very late. The ball's in 2 strikes to Evan Carter. We missed the first 2 pitches. And the 0-2 is popped up out over towards the left side. Riley Greene is there, makes the catch. And there's the first out. That's like really annoying. I'm like looking at the scoreboard. I'm like, okay, there's the first pitch, and then there's like 2 pitches, and I'm like, why isn't this back? 1 out, top of the 7th. Ezekiel Duran is in the box. It's been a fast game so far. The pitch. It's in there for a called strike. It's funny because we've had the pitch clock now for like, this is our 3rd season with it, and sometimes it still feels like that these games are flying by so fast. For us people that have been watching it for like, over 20 years or so. It's just crazy. 1-1 pitch, line drive, base hit out to left field off the end of the bat by Duran, and the ball's going to go towards the wall. Duran's going to get an easy double out of this, and he is now standing up. He's over at second base for the Texas Rangers. This game ain't over yet. Charge! The pitch, and that is down for a ball. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. It is 9:01 p.m. Eastern Time. We got 80 people on here. Hit the thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button as well. We got 34 likes. Continue to spread the word. We got 44 likes. There we go. I had to re-update it, sorry. But continue to hit that thumbs up button. There's Hooper. Hooper's in the house, and then there's the Tiger. Tiger's crawling away from Hooper. 2 balls, 1 strike to Josh Smith. If you love baseball as much as me, we're on for a lot of baseball. So definitely sub it up to the channel if you like the coverage that you hear. The 2-1 pitch, and that's down for ball 3. You have $150 on the Rangers. Today could be your lucky day. We'll see. Next pitch, up high for ball 4, and the tying run is coming on up to the plate. And Mortino McGonigle was not a first overall pick. He was the 37th pick. I believe I said 37th. 37th pick of the 2023 draft. Vanasco will have to face Kyle Higashioka. And before that occurs, Jake Rogers wants to go try to talk to Vanasco and get Kyle Finnegan all warmed up. Hey, Philly fans, remember Kyle Finnegan? That's a guy that the Philadelphia Phillies loved to face in the 9th inning. One out, top of the 7th. What was that trade for? I thought that was a good move by the Tigers. Because they needed a closer. Now they have like 3 closers on their team. Thanks, good player. I got you. No worries. I don't know if you heard me before, but I wanted to make sure that I told you again. The pitch is in there for a strike. They traded Kyle Finnegan to Detroit in exchange for Josh Randall and RJ Sales. Oof. 0-1. Foul ball. Who was the first overall pick of the 2023 draft? 2023 MLB draft class. Mariners got the first pick. Actually, wait, I'm sorry. Paul Skeens was the first pick of the draft. No balls and 2 strikes. Skeens was the first pick. Then it was Dylan Cruz. Wyatt Langford was the 4th overall pick by the Rangers. And then they had Max Clark out in Detroit as their 3rd pick. 0-2 pitch. That's going to bounce away from the catcher. And that's going to put 2 runners in scoring position for the Texas Rangers. So Jake Rogers could not block that correctly. That also does get rid of the double play as well. So that changes things. Jacob Wilson was the 6th pick of that draft class. One ball, 2 strikes. Kyle Higashioka, who's 0 for 1, is up to bat. The 1-2 on the way, outside for ball 2. The Rangers have 5 hits. The Tigers have 3. 2-2 pitch on the way. This is a grounder hit over to first base. It's a fair ball, and the first baseman, Torkelson, will tag the bag. 1 run will score. Duran crosses home plate, and Smith goes on over to third. The Rangers are on the board. There will be no shutout tonight. No, outs and the pitch to Nimmo, and that is going to be called a ball. It looked like it was a strike, though. 1 ball, no strikes to Brandon Nimmo. The 1-0 delivery. Down for ball 2. Nimmo is DHing tonight. He's singled to right in the first. He struck out looking in the third. And he also grounded out in the 5th. The 2-0 pitch. Foul ball. Aren't the Tigers the best home team in baseball now? Correct. They're 11-3. The pitch. That's in there for strike 2. Well, technically speaking, we could say the Atlanta Braves are the best. No, wait, we're talking about that. They're actually, well, yeah, they have 12 wins at home. They're 12-6 at home. So I would say, yeah. You're right. Next pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. And so there is out number 3. We're going to go to the bottom of the 7th. It's a 3-1 Tigers game. The Tigers are 6-14 on the road. That's funny because that has to be like the worst away record. They're 6-14 on the road. Kansas City is 6-12. The Twins are 5-10 on the road. So maybe they're not the worst. Phillies are 6-10 on the road too. Phillies have a bad road. Have not had a good road team this year. Wasn't aware that we shouted the bell. Yeah. What the heck happened to the Dodgers? They started off the season on a tear. And what was it? The Mookie Betts injury that's set them back? Oh, I know Blake Snell's hurt too. And then, of course, Edwin Diaz got injured. So now they have Tanner Scott as their closer. But yeah, I don't know. Also, Brewstar Gratterall. There's a guy. Now there's a guy, chat. Here's a guy, as Chris Collinsworth would say. Here's a guy in Brewstar Gratterall who just has electric stuff, but he just always gets hurt for the Dodgers. He can never stay healthy for them. It's insane. Yeah. Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. Brewstar Gratterall is now 27 years old. R.I.P. my 150. I'll tell you what, they needed to get a run, though, there. They needed to get a run there, so I'd be happy that they got up a run, to make it closer. But would have been nice to get more, absolutely. Thank God you bet on Cleveland. Cleveland won today, right? Oh, they lost. Crazy. Chase Stillwater, man. Chase Stillwater is like one of the best outfielders in the American League. Hitting wise. Like he's just hitting the ball so well for them. Cavs are playing right now. Yep, they're back. Leiter today, 6 innings, 3 hits, 3 runs, 9 strikeouts. He overall pitched really well, but then when it came time to deliver from the stretch, just couldn't make the proper pitches. But he overall had a very good day. Spencer Torkelson is up to bat, and the pitch is swung on and missed. He's still pitching, by the way, Leiter. 18 of 23 first pitches have been for strikes. We are 98 subs away from getting to 10,000 subscribers, chat. The 0-1, and that misses outside for a ball. We need less than 100 more to go. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the 1-1 delivery, and that is going to be dribbled foul towards the right side. So the count is 1-2. We're in the bottom of the 7th. 3-1 Tigers. Torkelson in the box. The 1-2 delivery. That misses outside for ball 2. Five seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 2-2 pitch. Foul ball. Favorite TV series is blank. What's your favorite TV series right now? 3 balls, 2 strikes. We're in the bottom of the 7th. The 3-2 pitch on the way. Foul ball. Anybody like Ted Lasso? I've not watched The Boys, but I've heard that I should watch The Boys. 3-2 pitch on the way, swung on and missed, and there is out number 1. Let's go. Can it be a current series or an old one? Invincible or The Boys? Yeah, I haven't watched The Boys yet. Invincible. Is Invincible on Amazon Prime? Beef. Beef is, yeah. I watched a couple episodes of Beef. The pitch is lined out over to right, and Kerry Carpenter gets on with a 1-out single. Fauda. What's Fauda? I just want to know what it's on. It's an Israeli TV series. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that looks awesome. Wow. That's cool. I like action. I like documentary. I like sci-fi. I'm a whodunit type of a person. I do like the light shows too, though. The sitcoms like the Parks and the Rec. Parks and Rec. Parks and the Rec. Oh my gosh. It's on Prime. Invincible is good. Add that to my list. 2-0 pitch, and that's inside for ball 3. I like Bosch. Three balls, no strikes. Bottom of the 7th. 1 out. 3-0 pitch, and that's in there for a called strike. I liked Blue Mountain State, too. That was a good show. The 3-1 pitch. And this is grounded over to first, knocked down by the first baseman. The flip back is just in time to get Wencio Perez. That was pretty close. Berger knocked it down, had to run over to get it, and then make a very quick toss back over to the pitcher, Jack Leiter. And they're showing another replay of this. Couldn't tell if they were challenging or not. That was pretty close, though. They said that he was out by a quarter of a step. So we have a timeout taken on the mound here. 2 outs and a runner over at second. Leiter threw 9 pitches in the first, 14 in the second, 11 in the third, 14 in the fourth, 16 in the fifth, 15 in the sixth, and 14 in the seventh so far. That's really good. Two outs, bottom of the seventh. Yeah, Ted Lasso's good. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the pitch. That'll be in there for a called strike. 0-1 is the count to Heo-Yu Lee. Just hitting 188 with 1 homer on the season. The 0-1 delivery fouled away. No balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 is high for a ball. The Tigers are 1 for 2 with runners in scoring position. The Rangers are 0 for 4. Two outs, bottom of the seventh. The 1-2 pitch, and that misses down for ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch. Ground ball hit over towards the right side. Off the glove of the second baseman. Out to right field. And another run's going to score for the Tigers. It's now 4-1 Detroit. Heo-Yu Lee gets on with an RBI infield single. Went towards the left side of second base. And it just bounced off the tip of the glove of the second baseman, Josh Smith. Skip Schumacher is going to say goodbye to Jack Leiter, and he will bring in a brand new pitcher for the Texas Rangers. 4-1, bottom of the seventh, 2 outs, and we got ourselves a pitch and change. Other scores around Major League Baseball today. Well, the Twins ended up winning against the Blue Jays 4-3. Trey Yesavage got the loss. But in the game, Caratini had an RBI single. Kazuma Akamoto hit another home run. He's been really strong so far. He had 2 homers on Friday, 1 homer on Saturday, and he also just hit one today as well. The Astros beat the Red Sox 3-1 in the 10th inning. Abreu got the win, and Kelly got the loss. The Nationals beat the Brewers 3-2. The Phillies won against the Marlins 7-2. The Giants lost in extra innings 2-1 against the Tampa Bay Rays. And the LA Dodgers, they took care of business out in St. Louis 4-1. The Atlanta Braves continue to swing the bats very, very well. They won 11-6 today. Jonah Heim homered. Jorge Mateo homered. TJ Rumfield homered. Mickey Moniak homered as well twice. And that was quite a game. Here is Alexander. Tyler Alexander is out there to face Jake Rogers. The Mets also won 5-1 against the Angels. The Yankees outperformed the Orioles 11-3. The Pirates, they shut out the Reds 1-0. Cubs won 8-4 against the Diamondbacks. First pitch is inside for a ball. Padres beat the White Sox 4-3. The A's won 7-1 against the Guardians. And the Royals beat Seattle 4-1. 1-0 pitch to Rogers, and this is going to be flying out over towards shallow right field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. And that'll put Lee over at third base. McCutchen had to sprint for that baseball, and an opposite field single that jammed the batter is going to put him right over at first base, and that's Jake Rogers. Let's go. Yankees won me big today. Really? Nice. The Texas Rangers bullpen has the best ERA in all of baseball. Their ERA is at a 2.63. Crazy. Would have never guessed. 2 away, bottom of the 7th. And here's McGonigle again. And the first pitch is taken on the inside corner for a called strike. Kevin McGonigle 1 for 3 with an RBI single back in the 6th. White batting gloves for McGonigle. 0-1 is the count and the pitch. And this is going to be grounded over the first baseman's head out to right field for a base hit. It's a 5-1 ball game, and so the Tigers extend their lead. Now the throw back over to third base is not in time to get Jake Rogers, but there's runners at first and third, and then McGonigle went on over to second base because of the throw that was made over to third, and McGonigle's now in scoring position. So it took a high bouncer right on over the first baseman's head, and McGonigle just played small ball there, and it worked. Berger got distracted. He thought that he could get the out over at third. Great heads-up base running by McGonigle. The pitch, there's a fly ball hit out to center field. That's going to die and get down for a base hit. And so, just like that, 2 more runs score. The Tigers are pouring it on. 7-1. An RBI bloop single, a 2-run bloop single by Matt Vierling. That's the second time that Carter could not make a diving catch out in center field. This was tough because he had to run a long ways to get to that. And it just bounced in front of him. He was lucky that it didn't get by him. Gosh. Here's another grounder hit over towards the mound, and this should do it. And the inning is over. It's a 7-1 ball game. We're going to go to the top of the 8th inning. We'll be right back in just a few moments. Don't go anywhere. I will see you very, very soon. Speaking of the devil, Matt Vierling. He heard you. He heard you. All right, top of the 8th, and here's the first pitch. This is Kyle Finnegan, who's pitching. And the pitch is going to be fouled away. Brandon Finnegan, that's his brother. The pitch is going to be taken for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Roberto Ozuna's up to bat. And the 0-2. It's inside for a ball. Alejandro Ozuna is in the box. What are the chances we score 6 runs in the next 2 innings? Flip a coin, heads or tails. Next pitch on the way, swing and a miss, and there is out number 1. And by the way, do it now with 5 outs to go. I took a step away, come back, and there's 4 runs. Your boy got a 2-run bloop single. Your boy Vierling got a 2-run single. But before that, it was actually really a 2-run bloop double. Kevin McGonigle also had an RBI single, and so did Lee as well in the bottom of the 7th. The pitch, there's a ground ball base hit out over to right field. And so that's going to put a runner over at first with 1 out in the top of the 8th inning. So 1 gone, top of the 8th. And Josh Jung is up to bat. Jung in the box. Takes the first pitch in there for a called strike. That was a splitter at 87 miles per hour. Kyle Finnegan pitching. The Tigers have scored all of their 7 runs from the 5th inning on. Next pitch, 1 ball, 1 strike. Raptors went from up 10 to down 13. That's basketball. 1-1 pitch, bouncing ball, hit over to second base, and the tag to second, there's 1, the throw to first, that's just in time. Jung says challenge this. I thought he beat it out. Well, we'll just wait and see if they are going to challenge. Is Skip Schumacher going to say put on the headsets? Lee bobbled the ball first, and then he got it into his bare hand and tagged the bag for 1. I think he's safe. They will challenge this. Nice. Glad to hear that. Of course. A bloop 2-run double. The Tigers are 4 for 6 with runners in scoring position. The Rangers, they've had 4 at-bats with runners in scoring position. And they have not gotten a hit. He's safe at first. He has to be safe. Yeah, he beat it out. Easily. Left foot went on the bag before the ball even went on into Torkelson's glove. I don't know what they need to wait for a signal here. Doesn't really make sense to me. Are they checking to see if the runner was actually out over at second? I can't figure out why it's taking them so long. Oh, that's what's going on. So they're challenging both outs. Okay. So he's out at second and safe over at first. 2 outs in the top of the 8th inning. And the inning will continue. And Jake Berger is up to bat. Berger's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. The pitch to Berger. That's taken down for a ball. One ball, no strikes. 2 outs in the top of the 8th inning. Finnegan kicks, fires, and this is popped up or flied out over towards center field. Regardless, it'll be caught by Vierling for the 3rd out. And we're going to go to the bottom of the 8th inning. 7-1 Tigers as they look to add on to their lead. We are 97 subscribers away from getting to 10,000 subs. If you are new to the channel, let us know where you guys are tuning on in from, and we will give you a shout-out. So where's everybody tapping on in from tonight? Time for some more shout-outs. Where are we tuning on in from, chat? Let's say hello to everybody that's around not only the U.S., but around the world. Where are we from? Yankees have Dominguez and Spencer Jones in AAA, with no room in the big leagues. Valuable trade assets, is Morty. Dominguez was called up, though. Isn't he back with the Yankees? Isn't he back up with the Yankees? I think he's back up with the Yankees. Or did he get sent down today? Did he get sent down? Maybe I missed something. No, they optioned Volpe after his rehab window closes. Dominguez actually hit a 2-run homer. Yeah, he played today. We got Texas in the house. Nice. Nice. Yeah, Dominguez hit a 2-run homer today, and he had an RBI single. I was going to say, I saw him play yesterday. But yeah, Anthony Volpe was on a rehab assignment, but they announced today that he is just going to stay down there. Anthony Volpe has not panned out. Oh, but only till Stanton comes back. Got you. When the Tigers win, which pitcher would then technically get the victory? The person that pitched in the 5th inning. And who was that, JJ? Great question. Great question. So that would be Herder who would get the win. Brant Herder. The pitch. That's going to be in there for a strike. We are 96 subscribers away. If you did subscribe to the channel, let me know who you are down below. The ball is 1 strike. The 0-1, and that's to Riley Greene. And that's taken on the outside edge for strike 2. The ball is 2 strikes to Riley Greene, who's 0 for 2. He walked in the 5th, and he also scored a run as well. 0-2 pitch. Greene sends one out over towards the left field corner, but it'll be a foul ball. And the guy that would technically get the loss is Jack Leiter. Volpe's now going to deliver pizza in Scranton. He's coming back to New Jersey. 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed. And there's out number 1 in the bottom of the 8th inning. I'm still sore, chat, from all the jumping jacks and squats I did. I'm still sore. I'm still feeling it. and the kicks. The kicks were like the killer. I don't know why. The pitch, and that's taken for a ball, probably because I haven't really done a lot of kicks. But doing all those kicks and all that exercise on stream for 48 hours, it was good. It was a lot of fun. But man, I'm so happy to be able to sleep in tomorrow. Finally get to sleep in. It's beautiful. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch to Torkelson. And it's in there for strike 2. Spencer had a 2-run homer to put the Tigers on the board back in the bottom of the 5th. That would actually end up being the first hit of the game. The 1-2 pitch, and that's fouled off the end of the bat. So yeah, Herder would get the win, Mike. Hopefully you heard me. 1-2 pitch. Another foul ball. That'll go on out of play towards the right side. The Avalanche already have a 3-0 lead? Holy smokes. Wow. Here's the 1-2. That's up high for ball 2. Lakonen got his 3rd goal of the playoffs. The 2-2 pitch to Torque. Just a bit high for ball 3. Tomorrow we got the Sixers taking on the Knicks in round 2 of the NBA playoffs. The 3-2 on the way. Swung on and missed. And there's out number 2 in the bottom of the 8th inning. Sixers were down in their series 3-1. It was their first time ever in their history that they came back from a 3-1 deficit. And that was also the first time Boston has lost a 3-1 lead. Has lost a series when they were up 3-1. The pitch is in there for a strike. The 1 pitch. Just a bit high for a ball. One ball, 1 strike. The pitch on the way to Carpenter, and he fouls it back towards the screen. Less than 100 to go. Yes, sir. What's up, Max? How you doing, my friend? Avalanche just won me $150. Wow, man. Congratulations to you. That makes up for your betting on Texas. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch. That's outside for ball 2. The craziest bet you made was blank. The craziest one that you won. You don't have to say how much. What was your craziest winning though? Like, what was the slip? 2-2 pitch, foul ball. Folks, make sure that you subscribe to Max Coverage TV. He covers the Yankees games. He also does NBA playoffs as well. He also does need some love because those Rockets, they lost to the Lakers, and I was pulling out for them, man. I was. 2 balls, 2 strikes. By the way, if you did donate, chat, make sure that you email me because I really want to make sure that I write everybody that I can a proper thank you note to those of you who supported the fundraiser that we did this weekend. There's a pop-up and a foul ball over towards the left side by Kerry Carpenter, and it'll be a souvenir. 4,000, wow. Do you remember what the bet was? That's insane. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 to Carpenter. It's a pie for ball 3. Not by much. Minnesota got a goal back. Yeah, I just saw. Yeah, Johnson scored. 3-2 pitch. Popped up again. Over towards the right side of the infield. Berger gets called off by Smith. And we're going to go to the 9th inning. Deb Russell, thank you so much for the sub. Carl Owens, thank you so much for the sub. And Common Sense and everybody else who did subscribe to the channel tonight, thank you, thank you, thank you. We just got over the 9,900 marker. We're less than 100 away from getting to 10,000 subscribers. Beautiful. All right, time to go to the 9th. Last chance for Texas. We will post our schedule on our community tab for this week's streaming schedule. So make sure that you stay in tune with that. We got Sixers tomorrow night. On Tuesday, we got the Phillies. On Wednesday, we'll do a baseball game during the day. And then we got the Sixers at night. And then Thursday, we'll do a Phillies afternoon game. A baseball afternoon game, and then the Phillies play it at night. And that's what's coming on up. I watch a lot of sports on my free time, dedicated. It was time to start making money, says Common Sense. I hear you. I'm a sports fan, too. I love baseball, though. It's my favorite. Without a doubt. But I do. And the Wild just scored again. Hartman just scored. Wow. They just scored again. It was 3-0 in the first period, and now all of a sudden it's a 3-2 game. What the heck is going on? Mackenzie Blackwood's giving up goals. Damn. Actually, it's not even Mackenzie who's in the net. It's Scott Wedgwood who's in the net. You come from a Yankees family. Well, I know a Yankees streamer. That's my guy, Max Coverage TV. That's my guy. Make sure that you go follow him. Top of the 9th in the pitch, and that's outside. He just was here. Birch Smith is going to try to get the final 3 outs with ease. 1-0 pitch. That's in there for a strike. One ball, 1 strike. And the 1-1 delivery, foul ball towards the left side. Evan Carter, who's had a rough day defensively out in center field, has also had a rough day offensively, too, at the plate. I just met him today, bro. That's crazy that you said that. He's awesome, man. That's my guy. 1-2 pitch. Fly ball hit out over to left field, and that's caught for out number 1. That was the first baseball stream I ever joined. Max Coverage TV. Dude, he's awesome. I love my guy, Max. He's incredible. He covers the Yankees games. He does basketball. And he does the Houston Rockets. I just saw him. He was literally just here. 1 out in the top of the 9th. And the pitch is inside for a ball. My favorite sound effect that he has is "Give me what I want." That's such a good one. Or, oh, brother, this guy stinks. From SpongeBob. That's a good one. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch is outside for ball 2. Whoever was the guy that delivered that line deserves an Oscar for that, because the way that he says it, it's just the funniest thing. The 2-1 pitch. And there's a fly ball hit out over to center field. And a diving catch by Matt Vierling. What a play by Vierling. He read that perfectly. That thing was ready to come on over on the ground, and he just rolled over, and he laid flat on his belly, and he did a little dance as well. Let's go. 2 outs now in the 9th inning. I didn't know this baseball live stream community existed until yesterday. It's a nice community, man. The pitch, that's a little bit outside for a ball. There's BW, he covers the Orioles streams. There's Dr. DeLay, he covers the Pirates. Dr. DeLay also does a lot of football. A lot of football. Pitch, that's going to be taken for a strike, but they're going to challenge this. I kept asking him to play the I Love Gold one or the Jazz one every time Goldie or Jazz do something. Yes. Max is so awesome. 1 ball, 1 strike, and here's the pitch. Line drive, foul ball, and the count is 1-2. Is Morty still here? Rangers down to their final strike. The 1-2 pitch. Fly ball hit out over to shallow left field. And that's going to bounce out of the glove of Riley Greene as he tried to dive and catch that. And the game will continue. Josh Smith just blooped that thing out to left. And Riley Greene just could not hang on to that baseball. It went into the glove. And then as it hit the ground, it just popped on out. And he couldn't secure it. So the game will continue. 2 outs in the 9th. And the pitch is down for a ball. This is Kyle Higashioka. We woke him up. The 1-0 pitch. Foul ball. We did. We woke him up. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs, top of the 9th. The 1-1 pitch up high for ball 2. And the runner advances over to second on the defensive indifference. Two balls, 1 strike to Kyle Higashioka. And the 2-1 is low for ball 3. Three and 1 is the count. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. The count is 3-2. And once again, the Rangers are down to their final strike. The 3-2 pitch, bouncing ball, hit over to second base. Here's the throw to first, that's in time, and the ball game is over. The Tigers, they take the series against the Texas Rangers and win Game 3 of this series on Sunday night by a score of 7-1. It was a bullpen game for the Detroit Tigers, and yet they were still able to get the win. And so they get themselves a huge W on Sunday Night Baseball and win by a final score of 7-1. It's their 18th win of the season. They're now 18-17. And meanwhile, the Rangers are now 16-18 on the season. Okay. He played for Notre Dame in college. Who? Matt Vierling? I don't know that. I did not know that. That's interesting. So it was interesting tonight, right? Like, we watched Jack Leiter pitch. We saw him pitch really well when he was not under any pressure at all whatsoever. And then when Torkelson came on up after he walked the batter, Torkelson ended up getting a 2-run homer. Oh my gosh, did Donovan Mitchell just collide in the broadcasting booth? That's insane. That's unbelievable. Yeah, he was right there. Anyhow, so yeah, Jack Leiter, I thought, pitched well, but then when pressure got to him, he just was not able to close out and get the outs that he ended up getting the outs, but just could not do a good job finishing the job. And he didn't really get any sort of offensive help either. The fact that the Tigers had a bullpen game today, this I thought was a golden opportunity for Texas to be able to put up some runs, and they left a lot of guys on base. They left 8 men on, and they were 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position. And they just could not get the job done. And so now the Texas Rangers, if we take a look at what's to come next for them, their next series that they play is against the New York Yankees. So that'll be on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. They do have an off day tomorrow. They lose another series. That is now the 4th series that they've lost in a row. So they just have not been able to get the job done. And their 5th series that they've lost in a row, actually. That's insane. And then the Detroit Tigers, Herter gets the win. Leiter gets the loss. Herter pitched really well. I thought that when he came on into the game, they were looking for him to get 2 to 3 innings because they're just banged up. They're just really hurt. And the fact that they were able to get some really good pitching from him was, I thought, a very good sign for them. The Tigers, their next game is going to be tomorrow. They play against the Boston Red Sox. So they're in the middle of a 6-game homestand, and they will play Boston tomorrow. Scoobell's going to pitch against Toile. And then on Tuesday, you got Brian Bello facing Framber Valdez, and then Jack Flaherty's pitching on Wednesday. And the Red Sox have not announced yet who's going to pitch then. But with that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Please make sure that you're on the lookout for the schedule for the rest of the weekend. I also, just one more time, wanted to say thank you to everybody who donated to the Familial Dysautonomia Foundation. If you guys still want to donate, you can. This donation on YouTube, the donation link that I have on YouTube, is going to expire at the very end of the night. If you guys want to donate, though, to the Dysautonomia Foundation itself, I'm going to post the link to that one more time. We've raised over $4,300 over on YouTube and on the website combined. That's really incredible. And I will make sure that I post the final numbers once we get them tomorrow. I have not heard any updates from the website. Last time I heard it, we got over 900 on the website, and that was on Friday. So we'll give you the totals a little bit later in the week. If you did donate, make sure to email me, jasonjosephonair@gmail.com. I love you all so, so much. All right, that's going to wrap it up for me. Lila Tove, I hope you guys have a great rest of your night, and I will catch you all on the next one.